Hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome back to another Overwatch 101 video. Now today, we're not going to be talking about character, we're actually just going to be talking about strategy. And strategy for being a ranger like Widowmaker or like Hanzo. And for that matter, obviously Widowmaker and Hanzo have, kind of a ranged strategy and kind of a strategy in mind to do, or to play with. Obviously, one of the main strategies in mind is to, of course, be, trying to get behind the enemy. Try to be sneaky and get behind your enemy. Obviously, for obvious reasons, this is a great thing to do. As a ranger or sniper, especially if you're going to be someone like Widowmaker or even someone like Hanzo. Obviously, this is something that, even for me, I try to perform when I'm playing these characters. Is I always try to play the get behind or at least be kind of, behind the enemy lines, because obviously for many reasons, there is a point across of, just trying to do what you can to allow the team to move forward. Obviously Widowmaker can play the front lines, but you're honestly more likely better off trying to play the back line. And to get the distraction off people. And for that very reason, I would recommend, as I've said, just try and get behind the enemy. I, of course, do apologize that there is no sound from the video. Obviously, in the beginning, I ran into some voices, and I really don't like having voices when I'm recording video, especially if it's audio, because from our voice chat, because, for that matter, it's just kind of distraction. It's, first of all, distracting. Second of all, there are a lot of things going on when you're playing video games. A lot of times, sometimes these voice chats just are really annoying, and, that's one of the main reasons why, why obviously I don't, have voice chat here, but, or you're not hearing the audio like you normally would. But, with that being said, honestly, like I've said, as a sniper or range type character, your main job is to, of course, get behind enemy lines. Try to get behind your opponent. Try to, do what you can to just get behind the line, behind the defense, if you will. And, with that being said, of course, obviously, with that being said, of course, you obviously are, going to have more chance to, you're obviously going to have more chance to, get somewhere or get around to certain areas and whatnot. But you're also not only are able to get around through certain areas, but you're also able to kind of get behind the line, the enemy lines or whatever. And yeah, with that being said, that's kind of the big idea behind being on the on the ranger like Widowmaker or someone like Hanzo. Those enemy lines are kind of where your strong point are, and that's where you kind of get all your for the most part, you kind of get all your offense from, I guess you could say. But, with that being said, this is kind of a one-off video. I was kind of thinking about going a little longer, but obviously, there's not much to talk about when it comes to strategy for being a ranger or someone like Widowmaker or even Hanzo. So with that being said, obviously, this is kind of the basic line, the basic idea. You want to be behind enemy lines. You want to, make sure that you take out the scouts. You take out the low line people. The people who, honestly are, sorry about the sneeze. Oh, man, sorry. But, honestly are, doing, honestly, keeping the defense on a tripod, I guess, if you will. Because your main job is to break up the D. Break up the line of scrimmage, break up the defense. That's the best job for Hanzo, and in some cases even for Widowmaker. The best job you could do is just try to keep the line or the defense on a spigot, if you will, or on a wheel, or off the wheel, because honestly, like I said, if the wheel is spinning or whatnot, and if people are obviously not falling into line or anything, you're gonna find that your Rangers aren't doing their job. But, with that being said, thank you everyone for joining me on this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification, because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everyone for joining me on this video. It's been fun. It's been awesome to make. I am live usually on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. You can join me on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But thank you everyone for joining me today on this video. And until the next one, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone.